Hi everyone, I come back. Yesterday I keep uh, with my speed. Yes, I'll not speak. Okay, let's begin. Work your ass off. The no magic pill. It's driving me crazy to go to the gym. It's reach 1 hour a day. I went and worked out 5 hours a day, and I was working construction. We had 24 hours a day, organize all day, work hard. I'm here to talk about success. I went to college. I went and worked down 5 hours a day, and I was working on construction. Because in those days in party pudding there was no money. I didn't have the money for food supplements or anything. So I had to go to work. So I worked in construction. I went to college. I worked down in the gym, and at night from 8 o'clock to till midnight. I went to acting class 4 times a week. I did all that. There was not one single minute that I wanted. And this is why I'm standing here today. At the age of 20, I went to London and I won the Mr. Universe contest as the youngest Mr. Universe ever. And it was because I had a goal. If you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you rip around and you never end up anywhere. 74% of the people has a job in America. The majority of people don't like what they are doing because they are really not doing it because they didn't have a goal and follow this goal. They just aimlessly rip around and then the job open so they get their job because you have to work. But then when you work, it's a chore. It's work. It's not fun. So if you think about a quarter of the people really enjoy what you're doing in life, so people always ask me, when you saw me is pumping iodine, they say, why is that you are working out so hard 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, and you have always a smile on your face? The others are working down just as hard as you do, and they look sure in the face. What is that? And I told people at the time because to me, I am shooting that for a goal. In front of me is the Mr. Universe turtle. So every rep that I do gets me closer to accomplishing the goal. To make the goal, the vision turns into reality. Every single test that I do, every repetition, every night, every way that I live gets me a step closer to turning this goal into reality. So I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound squat. I couldn't wait to do another 500-pound bench press. I couldn't wait to do another 2,000 reps of sit-ups. I couldn't wait for the next exercise. So let me tell you something, visualizing your goal and going after it. Make it fun. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have to the purpose. Muhammad Ali worked his butt off, and I saw it firsthand. Now, remember that there were a sports writer That was there in the gym and he was working out, he was doing sit-ups. Yes. And asked him, how many sit-ups do you do? And he said, I don't start counting until it hurts. Now, think about that. He doesn't start counting his sit-ups and he feels pain. Thus, when he starts counting, that is working hard, and so you can't get around the hard work. It doesn't matter who it is. Work your ass off. There ain't no magic pill. There ain't no magic out there. You cannot get around. You have to work, and work. You make sure of that in other stuff. So it's work. And it drives me crazy when people say that I don't have enough time to go to the gym for 45 minutes a day and work out, or to do something for 45 minutes to an hour a day to improve. If it is physical improve or if it is mentally to improve. Imagine you read 1 hour a day about history. How much you will learn after 365 hours in 1 year. Think about if you study the history of musicians, of composers, how much you work now. Imagine if you work on business and some business that you want to develop every day for an hour. Imagine how far along you will go and get. So it drives me nuts because I have. When people say we don't have time, we have 24 hours a day. We sleep 6 hours a day. So that gives you still 18 hours. I sleep 8 hours, right? Or just sleep faster. So we have 18 hours a day. The average person works around 8 to 10 hours. So let's assume it's 10 hours. So we have 8 hours left. Then you travel around an hour a day, maybe 2 hours a day. So now you have still 6 hours left. So what are you doing with 6 hours? What are you doing with 6 hours? Maybe eat a little bit. Maybe smooth a little bit. So a little a pig to people and other stuff. But you can see how much time is available. If you organize your day, so you got to work hard. I had plan B. I'll tell you why. Because we had so many doctors, as I said earlier, the no sire. We had so many the people who say no, and you can't do it. That's impossible. That is okay because we just turn up. Yes. As I say earlier, I'm busy. Listen and be here. That's no being a yes. You can do it. Do it. You can do it and all that. So that is possible to do that amongst all the negative people around you. But when you start doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you Basically, saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have fallback plan. I have a plan B, and that means just you start thinking about plan B, and every talk just you put into plan B. You're talking away now that talk and that's energy from plan A, and it's very important to understand the key function better. Okay. If there is no safety net because plan B become a safety net, it says that if I fail, then a fall and I get picked up and I have something else that means they will protect me. And that's not good because people perform better when there is no safety net. People perform better in sport and everything else. If you don't have a plan B, I'm telling you, I've never ever had a plan B. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be a party pudding champion. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be in America. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna get in the show business. And I got me to be a leader man. No matter what it takes, I will do the work. I will do the work over and over and over until I get it. The same as in politics and everything like that. So to me, it's very dangerous to have a plan B because you're cutting yourself off from the chance of really succeeding. And one of the main reasons why people want to have a plan B is because they are worried about failing. What if I fail that I don't have anything else? Well, let me tell you something, don't be afraid of failing because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder. There's no one that doesn't fail. Michael Jordan said in one of his interviews when he said, "You unbelievable, the greatest basketball player of all times." Tell me about that. And that's what you just mentioned. Yes, you mentioned the success, but he said, for me to become the greatest basketball player, I missed 9,000 shots when I was playing basketball in the NBA games. So during the games that he was so successful, he missed 9,000 shots. So it makes him a failure. No, he is one of the greatest basketball players of all times. Yes, but he failed. 9,000 times. Did you get it? We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay when you fail, you stay down. Whoever stays down is a loser. And winner will fail. And get up. Fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner. I failed in party pudding. I lost party pudding competitions. I lost powerlifting competitions. And lost weightlifting competitions. I had moves that went in toilets that were terrible. I got the worst reviews, and in politics, I remember I had many the initiative and the pilot, and we lost. My approval rating California went down to 28%, and then it went back up again, and I won against the governorship. Hey, we are lose. If you all have lost at this okay. And this is why I say down. Be worried about losing, because when you're afraid of losing, then you get frozen. You get stuff, you not relaxed. You got to be in order to perform well in anything. If it's in boxing or if it's on your job or with your thinking. It's only happening when you relax. So relax. It's okay to fail. Let's just go all out and give it everything that you got. That's what it's all about. So don't be afraid to fail. Yes, that's my all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. See you next time.